Right. Hey there all YouTubers, Chris Robson here. Here is episode 112 of the Mr. Ben book readings, Little Miss Chatterbox and the Burst Strawberry. Let's begin, shall we? Oh, by the way, this book was also published, like with Mr. Daydream and the Big Splash, for L'Oreal Kids Shampoo. Little Miss Chatterbox was not very happy. As she explained to the postman, Mr. Stamp, someone had been stealing her strawberries. They are the most wonderful strawberries, the most beautiful strawberries, the most red strawberries, the most delicious strawberry-smelling strawberries I have ever grown, and now someone is stealing them in the middle of the night, and I have never known anything quite so upsetting, although it does remind me of the time last year. It was half an hour before Mr. Stamp was able to continue his round. You see, the one thing that little Miss Chatterbox enjoyed even more than strawberries was to talk. She could talk for hours. What am I saying? She could talk for days, never mind hours. After Mr. Stamp left, little Miss Chatterbox went round to see her brother, Mr. Chatterbox. But wherever Mr. Chatterbox and his sister were concerned, there was no such thing as popping round for a quick chat. Yeah, if they'd chat, you couldn't get a word in edgeways, sideways, or anyways. You know. They talked and they talked and they talked. And before they knew it, the day and the night had gone, along with more strawberries, by the time they had an idea of how to catch the thief. After a short nap, Mr. Chatterbox went into town to put their plan into action. The first person he met was little Miss Late. "Hello, little Miss Late," he called. "I've just heard some amazing news. You know my sister grows strawberries." "Well, of course you do. But well, she heard somewhere that if you talk to plants, they grow bigger. And as you know, my sister can talk more than anybody, and she has managed to grow a strawberry bigger than any that has ever been grown, and he went on and on and on and on. Not surprisingly, little Miss Late was even later than usual. She is late for things already. Throughout the day, Mr. Chatterbox circulated round the town, spreading the rumour that his sister had talked a strawberry into growing into an unbelievable size. Well, he can chat for hours, never mind a whole day. By that evening, the whole town was buzzing with the news. If anyone could talk anything into growing, it would be little Miss Chatterbox, said Mr. Nosy to Mr. Strong. "Talking to plants!" exclaimed Mr. Uppity. "What rubbish!" "I don't think it's scientifically feasible," said Mr. Clever, who thought he knew everything. "It talked! A strawberry talked to little Miss Chatterbox!" cried Mr. Muddle, who, as usual, was in a muddle. Eventually, the rumour had reached the person who it was intended for, the thief. And who was that? Little Miss Trouble. Very, very early the next morning, just as the sun was coming up, little Miss Trouble sneaked into little Miss Chatterbox's strawberry patch. And there it was, the largest, hugest, most enormous strawberry. It was the size of a pillow. Little Miss Trouble leant down and took a huge bite out of the huge strawberry and... bang! Splat! The bang was the balloon bursting, which is what the strawberry really was, and the splat was the jam inside, covering little Miss Trouble from head to toe. Little Miss Trouble blinked the jam out of her eyes. Serves her right, doesn't it? Laughed little Miss Chatterbox. Hee, laughed Mr. Chatterbox. Hee, laughed little Miss Chatterbox. "You, look," began Mr. Chatterbox, "like, you're," continued little Miss Chatterbox, "in a bit of a jam. Ha ha, hee. Serves her right, as you can see. And wasn't this story oh so funny, including a burst strawberry? Goodbye," and stuff.